I want to marry you so that when we have children, I can train them and they become some of the most successful people in the world. Then I will publish it as a research paper. Will you marry me to make this experiment successful? This message was written in many letters, one, by a Hungarian educational psychologist. He sent these letters to different girls, hoping that at least one of them would become interested in marrying him. The name of this man was Laszlo Polgar. He believed that great performers are made, not born. According to him, dedicated practice in any chosen field can turn any healthy child into a genius. He was so serious about this idea that whenever he met someone, he talked only about this theory. In the 1960s, most people believed that geniuses are born as geniuses. So whenever Laszlo explained his idea to people, they became annoyed. Once, a local government official even told him that he should see a psychiatrist. But Laszlo was not someone who would give up easily. He realized that to prove his theory, he had only one option: to test it on his future children. For that, he started searching for a wife who would agree to this experiment. That is why he wrote all those letters. Finally, luckily, he met a young Ukrainian woman named Clara. At first, Clara also thought that this man was crazy, but after talking with him for a long time, she agreed to marry him. In 1969, Clara gave birth to their first daughter, Susan. Laszlo thought carefully about which specific field he should choose to groom Susan for excellence. He wanted Susan to become so successful in that field that no one could question his theory. After a lot of thinking, he chose chess. Laszlo chose chess because competitions clearly show who wins and who loses. If he had chosen art or writing, it would be subjective. Some people might say it is great, while others might say it is not world-class. Interestingly, Laszlo himself was not very good at chess, but he studied as much as possible about methods of teaching chess. He did not send Susan to school. Instead, he started educating her at home. Even before Susan's 4th birthday, he started giving her chess training. Over time, Susan also began to enjoy it. By the time she turned 5, she had already completed hundreds of hours of dedicated practice. After a few months, Laszlo entered her into a local competition. All the girls she competed against were almost double her age, but Susan kept winning one game after another. Her final score was 10 wins. Everyone thought Susan was born with natural chess talent, but Laszlo knew the truth. It was the result of hours of practice. In 1974, Clara gave birth to another daughter named Sophia, and in 1976, their 3rd daughter, Judith, was born. Sophia and Judith saw their elder sister being trained by their father and wanted to play chess too. But Laszlo did not start training them until they turned 5. All 3 sisters were trained in chess. By the time they reached their teenage years, they had completed thousands of hours of practice. At the age of 12, Susan became the under 1/6 world champion. Within 2 years, she became the top-rated female chess player in the world. In 1991, she became the first woman in history to achieve the Grandmaster title, the highest title in chess. The same happened with the second sister, Sophia. She also won the girls under 1/4 championship and won gold medals in prestigious tournaments like the Chess Olympiads. People were especially shocked when at the Sack of Rome tournament, this 14-year-old girl defeated top grandmasters, and won 8 games in a row. But the most extraordinary achievement came from the youngest sister, Judith Polgar. She became the youngest grandmaster in history, male or female. She also remained the world's #1 female chess player for 10 consecutive years. When the story of the Polgar sisters became known to the world, people realized that their success was not because they were child prodigies. It was the result of dedicated practice in one field. People who master one specific skill like this are called I-shaped learners. These are individuals who specialize deeply in one skill. The psychologist and Nobel laureate Daniel Kahneman says that to become an expert in anything, 2 things are required: a regular and predictable environment, the ability to practice repeatedly with a feedback loop. This model also worked during the industrial era. For example, in a car factory, a worker would perform only 1 or 2 tasks their entire life, instead of building the whole car. This made them experts in that one task. So the formula for I-shaped learners was simple. Pick one thing, repeat it for years, become faster and better, and get rewarded. But later, people noticed that non-specialists were also achieving extraordinary results. These individuals had deep knowledge in one subject, but also had basic knowledge in many others. Because of this, they could combine different concepts and create new ideas. These people are called T-shaped learners. The vertical line of the T represents deep knowledge in one field, and the horizontal line represents knowledge across multiple fields. A famous example is Alexander Fleming, a scientist working at St. Mary's Hospital in London, studying bacteria. In 1928, he was doing routine lab work growing bacteria on petri dishes. One day, he went on a short break for a few days. When he returned and started cleaning his lab, he noticed something unusual in one petri dish. Bacteria had grown everywhere except around a patch of mold, where there was a clear ring where bacteria could not survive. Most people would have simply thrown away the contaminated plate. But Fleming asked a simple question: why are the bacteria dying near the mold? After studying it further, he realized that the mold was releasing something that prevented bacteria from growing. This mold was penicillium, and the substance it produced was penicillin. This discovery led to the creation of antibiotics, one of the most important medical discoveries in history. Fleming was not just a narrow specialist. He had multiple interests and curiosity, which allowed him to notice something others might ignore. Recently, researchers have started talking about another type called M-shaped learners. I-shaped learners specialize in one skill. T-shaped learners specialize in one skill and have broad knowledge in others. But M-shaped learners specialize in 3 or 4 different skills while also having general knowledge in many fields. By combining multiple areas of expertise, they can create new opportunities. For example, take Alok Pandey, known as Physicswala. Many teachers can teach physics better than him, but besides physics, he is also good at storytelling, understands the YouTube algorithm, and has business knowledge. When Unacademy offered him a job, he instead partnered with entrepreneur Pratik Maheshwari, built his own company, and eventually the company went public. This shows the power of combining multiple skills, the hallmark of an M-shaped learner. Today, the internet and AI world rewards people who combine multiple skills. In the past, our grandparents didn't have such opportunities. But today, if someone has multiple talents, they can turn them into rewards. So how can you convert multiple interests into success? You can use the Ikigai framework. First, list all the things you love doing. Then rank them based on what you are good at. Remove the ones where you are not strong. Then evaluate which skills the world needs. Finally, consider which of them can earn money now or in the future. The top 2 or 3 skills become the vertical lines of your M shape. You should also document everything you learn. You can use apps like Notion, Google Docs, or Google Sheets to write down ideas and patterns. You can organize your skills into 4 folders. Money skills, skills that can earn money. Curiosity skills, things you want to explore. Leverage skills, skills like AI, technology, communication. Deep knowledge in a specific field. Every 3 or 4 months, review these folders and adjust your priorities. If you consciously develop multiple skills, the modern world will reward you for it. To summarize the entire video, we started with the story of the Polgar sisters, who became chess champions through dedicated practice. They represent I-shaped learners. Then we discussed T-shaped learners, like Alexander Fleming, who combine deep expertise with broad knowledge. Finally, we explored M-shaped learners, people who combine multiple expert skills to create unique opportunities. By organizing your interests, using the Ikigai framework, and focusing on time management, you can build this M-shaped skill structure and achieve success.